better, pneumatic trailer or SandBox? My personal opinion, I would say SandBox. Reason being is overhead costs, especially if you're own operator. And two, if you got no experience out here in the oil field, you know, especially if you're trying to come on as an own operator. So just dive into it. SandBox, you got no overhead, especially with the company I'm rolling with. They just give you a trailer and you roll with it. They take care of all the expenses on the trailer. So the only thing you have to worry about is your truck. Your truck is your responsibility. That's it. Now, you fuck around and you go to another company where you're doing pneumatic trailer. As an owner operator, you got to bring your own trailer. That means you got to go buy a trailer or you got to go rent a trailer. And then on top of that, all the hoses, those are your responsibility, whether you're renting or buying. Hoses for a 14-footer hose is going to run you a few hundred bucks. And then you got to get the fittings, right? You got to get the female and the male fittings for that. Them shits are, I think they're like $100 or a couple $100 a piece. So it just keeps racking up, and I know they're not making. I think if we had to put 2 and 2, peanuts to peanuts side by side with checks, SandBox is going to be, if anything, you're going to be at the same or a little bit above, or it might be even a little below. But either way, you know, I'm gonna assume that SandBox is making more money because, like I said, you got no overhead, and I'm sure those pneumatic trailers are not making that much more money than what the rates are for SandBox. So, but I might be wrong, but it can't be significant. There's no fucking way. You know what I mean? It just ain't no fucking way. But that's my 2 cents, man. And then on top of it, health hazards, right? Health hazards as far as like being on the well when you're doing delivery for your frac sand. You have to blow off for an hour or so when you're using a pneumatic trailer, and then you're using a respirator, and that respirator it's not completely sealed, because I would wake up in the morning, every motherfucking morning, and coughing up phlegm, you know, from breathing in that silica dust. So that's a huge hazard right there. Versus SandBox, there's none of that. You're literally not even stepping outside the truck. Only time you're stepping outside the truck is to unlock your pins so they can take the box off the trailer. That's it. So 5 minutes tops, 2-3 minutes that you're exposed in that area. And then with the SandBox, you're not they don't have, I don't even think they have any silica dust in the vicinity, so on the well site. So that's a huge plus right there. You're not breathing in all this fucking nasty silica dust for an hour, 2-3 hours, depending on how many loads you're doing a day. And shit, like I said, I would have a breathing problem. Like my nose would be stuffy, you know what I mean? I would be coughing up phlegm. I'm like, fuck that. So SandBox is definitely the way to go, in my opinion, for sure. And the money's got to be better. Less health hazard for your health. So it's a fucking no-brainer.